This is Samadhan Shinde. In this lecture, we are going to study about the first law of thermodynamic. What is the statement of law? Also, what is the equation came out finally? Everything about the law is going to be discussed in this particular lecture. Okay, let's move to the statement. What first law of thermodynamics said that the energy is neither be created or nor be destroyed. Okay, this is also energy conservation law. However, you can just able to convert from one form to another form. Okay. The law said about the energy that energy, if you are talking about the any system and for the system, if you're trying to make the energy or to produce the energy, it is not a possible. If you are trying to make the energy or creating the energy, it's not possible. Also, it is not possible. Okay. Also, if you are trying to destroy the energy, if you are trying to destroy the energy, if you try to destroy all the energy, so it is also not possible. Destroy is also not possible. Okay, then what we can able to do with the energy? Okay, the answer is we are just transforming it from the one form to another form. Just transfer from one form to another form. Okay, this is given by the first law of thermodynamic. Okay, the thermodynamic system is a dealing with the three types of energy. Okay, this is the statement we have already studied that the energy is neither be created nor be destroyed. Just you can able to convert one form to another form. Okay, that's it. Okay, but what about the thermodynamic system? If there is a thermodynamic system, any thermodynamic system is interact with the three types of energies. Okay, any system. I'm showing this as a thermodynamic system. Consider this as a thermodynamic system. Suppose this is a thermodynamic system. This is the thermodynamic system. Okay, the thermodynamic system is mainly dealing with the three types of energies, and those energies are: one is the internal energy of that particular system, internal energy, internal energy, which is represented as letter capital U. Okay, right now suppose that this thermodynamic system having some energy, suppose it's itself having some energy, as we are considering this as a 100 of joule. Okay, 100 of joule. Suppose this system having its own energy 100 of joule, then this 100 of joule we call it as the internal energy of the system. And how this energy is measured, or we can say this energy is due to the which factors? Okay, we are going to discuss those factors. The internal energy is the function of temperature. Okay, and we all know that the temperature is the due to the kinetic energy of the molecules. Okay, so internal energy of the system is due to the average temperature, or we can say the average kinetic energy of the molecule. Okay, system having molecules. Okay, and the average kinetic energy of those molecules are taken as a temperature. Okay, average kinetic energy of molecules, all the molecules. Okay, molecules. Okay, molecules. If you are taking the average kinetic energy of the molecules, also vibrational potential energy of the molecule, plus if you are adding the vibrational potential energy, vibrational potential energy of the molecule. If you sum this to all the things, average kinetic energy of the molecule, also called as the temperature, and vibrational potential energy of the molecule, if you add of both of the things, you got the total energy, and this energy is called as the internal energy of the that particular system. Okay, this is all about the internal system, internal energy. Okay, now the second energy interact is the due to the, or we can say this is the heat. Heat is also able to add to the system. It may be added to the system. it may add it to the system. Also, it may reject from the system. It may reject from the system. Okay, there is a sign convention again. If the heat is added to is taken as a positive or the it may be negative. Later on we are going to discuss over it. But right now, just we are going to study about the what are the energies interacting with the thermodynamic system. Okay, first is the internal energy. Second is the heat. Also, third energy is the work is also energy because having the unit of joule. Okay, work is also, it may be done on the system by externally or it may be does by the system itself. Okay, work is done by the system itself also. In some of the cases work they need system needs some work. Okay, so it may be negative, it may be positive. Okay, again there is a sign convention. Okay, so suppose right now we are going to take a thermodynamic system. Suppose this is the thermodynamic system. This is the thermodynamic system. Right now the system having its internal energy U1. There is no other interact with energies takes place. Okay, so U1 is the initial internal energy of that particular thermodynamic system. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just entering some amount of, or I'm adding some amount of heat to the system. Suppose Q amount of heat is added to the system. Q amount of heat is added to the system. Okay, at same time suppose that the system does some W amount of work, some W amount of work, some W amount of work. Okay, work is also measured in unit of joule, also measured in unit of joule, and it is also having a unit of joule. It's a joule. Okay, okay. So for a system initially it having a energy of U1 joule, U1 of joule initially. But right now what happened, the Q amount of energy is added to the system. Also W amount of energy in the form of work is leaving from the system. Okay, and for a case I'm taking the Q amount is a more than that of the W. Clearly Q amount is a more than that of the W. It means that the amount of energy coming to the system, out of which only W amount is leaving from the system. Then what is the remaining amount in the system? Okay, which is not living from the system. Suppose the Q amount is coming and W amount is going, but Q is a more than that of the W, then the amount is remaining in the system, that amount is the Q minus W. Simple, you can get the value, this is the Q minus of W. That much amount is a still remain in the system. Okay, that much amount is still remain in the system. Okay, and that much amount is nothing but in the form of joule. This is also energy. Okay, so we can easily talk about the internal energy increase. How? By how much amount we can easily got the value. How? Okay, initially the system having the energy U1 of joule, U1 of joule, this is the initial energy. Q amount is coming, out of the Q amount only W amount is leaving from the system. Then final energy, final internal energy of the system, we are representing this as a U2. U2. Okay, okay, up to it it's a part is clear, no doubt. Okay, just I am trying to find by how much amount the internal energy is increased or decreased. In this case the Q amount is more than W, so internal energies must increase in for this particular case. Okay, if you're trying to find the final kinetic final internal energy minus initial internal energy, we got the value this as a Q minus W. So we can write this as a Q minus of W, Q minus of W, or we can write U2 minus U1 as a delta U, which is again a change in internal energy, which is nothing but the Q minus W, Q minus W. And this statement or this formula is called as a first law of thermodynamics. Very simple. This statement is called as a first law of thermodynamics. Later on, if you rearrange the equation, we got the final equation as a Q is equal to change in internal energy plus W. And this equation is called as a first law of thermodynamic. First law of thermodynamic. Okay, simple thing. Okay, now this is all about the formulas, all about the derivation, all about the numerical value, all about the derivative value. But if you're trying to find it with the help of a concept, then let's just move to the concept. Okay, I'm just taking the some random values to clear the concept. Okay, suppose this is again thermodynamic system. Initially it having the energy of a 100 of joule. Okay, initially I'm saying this as a 100 of joule, and it's just having the internal energy of 100 of joule. Okay, so we can write with the numerically U1, because it's the initial internal energy of the system. We can write this as a 100 of joule. Okay, no doubt for it. Okay, if I am entering some amount of heat to the system, suppose that I am giving a amount of heat to the system as a 500 of joule. 500 of joule is amount entered to the system, and out of which only system does a 300 of joule energy or 300 of joule of work. It means 300 of joule is leaving from the system. Okay, okay, in that case you have to find the change in internal energy. Change in internal energy. Okay, just go with the mathematics and just trying to find the final internal energy of the system. And once you got the value of final internal energy of the system, just minus with the initial internal energy of the system, and you got the value of the change. Simple. Next move. Chalo, let's move to the concept again. Okay, initially it having the energy of 100 of joule. 500s are coming, that total energy still remain in the system, that is a 600 of joule energy having in the system. If he absorbs the, once he absorbs the 500 of joule energy, then it becomes a 600 of joule. But out of which the 300 joules are still living from the system in the form of work. 300 of joules living from the system in the form of work. Okay, so out of 600 the 300 is living, then how much amount is remaining in the still system? So that amount is the 600 minus 300. The amount remain in the system is 300 of joule. It's a 300 of joule, because out of 600 the 300 is living, and only the 300 is remaining, still remaining in the system. And this is our final internal energy of the system. This is, you can got the U2 value. Okay, now we are finding about the change. What is the change? We are trying to find about the change. But initially it having the energy of 100 joule, and finally once the process, all the processes are done, the having the internal energy of 300 of joule. Okay, so what is the change? How can you find the change? Just a final value minus initial value, you got the change. So change in internal energy, change in internal energy, you got U2 minus of U1, which is nothing but U2 is a 300 and U1 is a 100. You got this value as a 200 of joule. 200 of joule. This is our change. This is our change. This is our delta U. This is our change. So we can say this value is got a positive. It means internal energy of the system is increased by 200 of joule. From this equation, from this value, we can easily say that the internal energy of the system is increased by 200 of joule. Okay. Right now we are trying to find with the help of formula also this example. But before that, I would like to give some of the sign convention for the heat and work. Okay. Suppose suppose that suppose heat is added to the system. This is the system, and if heat is added to the system, if Q is added, if heat is added, if heat added to the system, heat added to the system, take it as a positive. Take it as a positive. It's a positive Q. It's a positive Q. And if heat is leaving from the system, heat is leaving from the system, or you can say heat rejected, just take it as a negative value. Just take it as a negative value. If heat is rejected, take it as a minus. If heat is added to the system, take it as a positive. Okay. Later on, if we're talking about the work done, this is about the work done. This is the work. If in the case if his work is done on the system, sometimes I have already said that system needs some work. So in that case, if the externally work is done on the system, it means work is done on the system. Work is done on the system. Take it as a negative. Take it as a negative. And if work is done by the system, if the system is able to do some work, that work is taken as a positive work. Work done by the system, then take it as a positive value. Positive value. This is the clear concept of the heat added, heat rejected, work added, work rejected, or you can say work done by the system. Okay, so right now we are going to solve this question with the help of formula also. The formula is our Q is nothing but delta U plus W. Okay, and already said that the 500 of joule heat is added, also 300 of joule work. This is work done. This is not heat rejected, this is a work done. Work is done by the system, and this is the heat added to the system. And once we have got the value, final internal change value as a 200 of joule, let's check with the formula also. Okay, this is our question. 500 of joule heat is added and 300 of joule is work is done by the system. Okay, we can say the heat is added, 500 of joule is heat added, so Q added is equal to plus 500 because it's heat added to the system. Also work is done by the system. Already said that work is done by the system is taken as a positive, also it is a plus 300. Put all the value, both of the value in the above equation number 1. Just rearrange the equation that du is equal to Q minus W, and if the Q is already given, that the 500, so plus 500 and minus of work is nothing but the 300. Again we got the value this as a 200 of joule, which is already we got with the help of concept also. This is 200 of joule, and we got this as a plus value. It means change in internal energy of plus 200. It clearly means that internal energy of the system is increased by 200 of joule. Simple. We have discussed all about the first law of thermodynamics. Once more, I would like to revise the equation. If Q amount of energy is added to the system and system is able to do some W amount of work, then internal energy change is du, then equation is Q is equal to du plus W, and that is our final equation of the first law of thermodynamics. And we have already discussed all the things with the numerical also, with the concept, with the formula also. So do subscribe, like, comment on our channel, and please share with our friends so that the other aspirants also get the better concept with from our side. So please do share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.